Alright guys, welcome. This is a 2016 Ford Explorer. So I've had a few issues with this vehicle, and some, as you can see, there's a check engine light there going on. I already got it checked out. I took it to the AutoZone to find out what was going on. So I really need to buy, first of all, one of those code readers, because I don't have one. But I really need to buy one of those so I can just, I could have avoided the whole going to AutoZone and all that good stuff and just found out myself. So anyways, it needs I believe it read a code. There's a misfire on the cylinder 5. So that came out of the blue one day. I was driving, took off from a stop sign, and out of nowhere the check engine light just came on. And the truck's sputtering, not really sputtering that bad, but it just started moving like that when I was trying to give it gas. This little light right here was blinking, and it was giving me it was not running. So what I did, I've been in a situation like that before in an older vehicle that I had a long time ago. I think it was a Ford Contour or something like that. And so I pulled off to the side, turned it off, turned it back on. The check engine light was cleared. But since it was going to be an issue, of course, it came back later on. So that's another issue that I have to take care of on this vehicle. Get this truck running right. I think that's the only issue it has. Just that's an issue that came up with this. Another issue I had with this vehicle when it was fairly new was a throttle body issue. And it was kind of weird because it was just I was on the expressway and I was driving out. We were actually on a trip coming back home, and it just turned off. It turned off, and of course your steering wheel goes stiff, and it was a little scary, but the good thing was it was straight. It was on a straightaway, so I didn't have to worry about churning or anything. Just pulled off to the side, turned it on and off and on, and I just kind of prayed to God that it would turn back on and I wouldn't have to call a tow truck or anything because I had all my family in there. So long story short, it did turn back on. It didn't give me any problems. When I brought it back, since it was still under warranty, I did take it back and get the throttle body replaced. And I mean, if it's under warranty and it's covered, why not? You might as well just take it back to the shop, back to the dealership to get that work done. But as you know it, that these vehicles, I think the Ford only goes up to 36,000 miles, bumper to bumper warranty, powertrain or something like that. So right now, as you can see, it's already hit 70,000. It gained a lot of those miles because my wife was going to school, and then that school was good ways from where we lived. So that's the reason why the high mileage on this vehicle. Other than that, we also had another issue with the steering. So there was something going on with the steering, and as a matter of fact, the Ford dealership never figured out what it was, which was kind of a bummer because they never fixed it. They just said they cut something, welded something together, and that was pretty much it. And I wanted to push for more, but from my experience with dealerships, you kind of never win. So I just went ahead and took the fix that they did, and that was it. So this is actually the first model. I'm sorry, this model 2016, this 2016 Explorer is one of the first ones that came out, I think, when they were coming out for that year. So that happened, and of course, I think personally that since it was a fairly new model, it was going to have its issues, but I don't know why I decided to still buy it, which was not very smart of me. And now you're faced with a vehicle that will end up having some issues, especially though that first model year. They always have little kinks that need to be worked out. Other than that, the truck has been pretty good. I know some people had issues with the radio and rear view camera going out, but mine hasn't. So it's okay. I was planning on kind of like adding some stuff to this truck. At least, the leather seats, maybe has a cloth the cloth interior. It doesn't have a leather interior. At the time, I just didn't see it deemed to pay for the leather, because it is like a $2,000 option, I think, or something like that, a little more. Due to those issues that came up with this vehicle, that's why I decided not to really put money into it anymore, and just kind of leave it stock. So that's the reason why this truck is stock. Other than that, the vehicle has been okay. It's been good. It drives good and everything, and that's pretty much it on this. So anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, and on to the next one.